Hey moms, what's going on? I hope everyone is having a good evening or possibly a morning wherever you happen to be in the world. I just wanted to pop on here really quickly because I just wrapped up Unstoppable You for the older girls. Tonight was our 10th call, our 10th session, and you know, like I'll try to hold it all together. This inner work that your daughter can be doing on herself and that all of the girls that just did Unstoppable You experienced, like this is the way that will like transform your daughter's life. And I don't say that lightly because in Unstoppable You, when we were talking about what I asked the girls, okay, so like, what are you taking away from this experience and like what you've learned in here? And I said, okay, like if you have like a toolbox, right? But instead of tools, you're basically like all of the things that you have learned in Unstoppable You. And so we went around and I had every girl like say, okay, like what's one thing that you learned? And then I went around again and they shared something else that they learned. And it was like, it's incredible. One girl said like, well, there's so much. There's so much. And I'm like, yeah, we could do this for like an hour, right? But we don't have the time for that. But this is why like programs like this, Unstoppable You or Girl Tribe is so important and it's so needed. And if your daughter is not doing well in her life, or if she is doing well in her life, doing the inner work is so important because so many adults these days are not even doing the inner work on themselves, right? And so when you don't do the inner work on yourself, life is hard. It's challenging, right? And so what if you give your daughter the gift on learning how to do the work now on herself while she's still relatively young? This changes everything for her daughter. I'm not just talking about Unstoppable You. I am also talking about Girl Tribe, which if you haven't seen, I just launched it today. So take a look. I'll leave the link below this Facebook Live as well. But like the inner work this is the way, this is your daughter's way out of whatever she's going through. Misery, depression, anxiety, self-harm, whatever it is. But also on the other side, if your daughter is actually doing really great in her life, I still think that this is important. It's still important for your daughter to learn these things, for your daughter to learn how to connect with herself, how to love herself, how to go through life in a different sort of way, that when challenges come her way, obstacles come her way, she doesn't lose control. She doesn't lose it because she'll know what to do because like she has these tools and she has these skills and she has like a sense of awareness, right? Your daughter can learn how to be self-aware, or she can just stay exactly where she is. They're not teaching self-awareness in schools. They don't teach, well, mindfulness, I don't know, depending on where you live, some schools are incorporating some mindfulness. But like this work is really all about evolving your daughter's soul. Not evolving her soul, but like evolving from where she is to like where she wants to be, right? It's like it's elevating her level of consciousness so she starts seeing things differently. And that is so important. And that's just not taught in any little girl community that you find out there, right? That's what I teach because this is what I know. And this is what I know to be true, that this work changes lives. And I'm sitting here and telling you that when I listened to the girls, we did this like amazing exercise in Unstoppable You where we were really, it's all about like manifesting whatever they want for their lives. Thank you for all you have done for Lexi. Oh, Nikki, thank you so much. I adore Lexi. I adore her. Nikki's daughter was in Unstoppable You. Casey, so what kind of time commitment does the Girl Tribe come with? Is it a group that may post all the time or just depends on the girls? Will you be posting a set amount of activities? Okay, so let me go to the first question. Okay, so what kind of time commitment does the Girl Tribe come with? It's not an intense time commitment, okay? So there is one call per month, okay? And it's an hour. So that's not very long, right? As far as in the membership site, once your daughter joins, there's going to be, she'll have access to the pre-recorded trainings, okay? Those trainings are not horribly long, right? Somewhere between like 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. And there's also audios where I'll be, there's like meditations and things like that. So the time commitment is not that much, not that much at all. The time commitment is more for like Unstoppable You, but for Girl Tribe, it's not that much. So is it a group that may post all the time or just depends on the girls? They can post as much as they want. So like in the group chat, if they want to post every day, they can. If they want to post like once in a blue moon, they can as well. It's just like, it's up to them how much they want to show up in there and how much they want to reach out to me and the other girls. It's totally up to them. Let's see, will you be posting a set amount? I'm not sure I understand your questions. Activities. Casey, if you want to like elaborate on that, I'm not quite sure. Will you be posting a set amount? I mean, so in the Girl Tribe, in the information, I talk about it. So basically there's like one monthly group coaching call where your daughter can get coached by me, or if she doesn't want to share yet, she can just come on and listen. And there's incredible value in that because oftentimes they can come on to a call like that and realize that, oh my God, these other girls are going through exactly what I'm going through. So whatever I say to one girl, that may help a lot of girls, right? It's not just for that one person that I'm coaching. So, so as far as, so you have the live group coaching call. And so on the weeks that we don't have a group coaching call, then there will be a training. So right now, like there are trainings waiting for your daughter if she signs up for Girl Tribe. They're already there, okay? And there will be like a new training that will be dropping like every week in there where when we don't have a live group coaching call. So that's how it works. I hope that answered your question. Will you be there daily coaching, encouraging, answering questions, or is it more the girls communicating with each other? It's both, Casey. Great question. It is both. I'll be in there in the group chat. And if they have, I'll be encouraging, I'll be answering their questions, that sort of thing. Yes, that will all be happening. But to answer the second part of your question, the girls are also communicating with one another. Yes. And that's a very important part of this because it's that sense of community that they're getting, right? I call it Girl Tribe, right? It's like a tribe of girls coming together. So they will be connecting with one another. That is a special part of Girl Tribe. Okay, so training, thanks. That's what I was looking for info on. Thank you. You're so welcome, Casey. So I want to go back to what I was talking about earlier, which was the inner work, right? And why this is so important. And we were doing this exercise in, in Unstoppable You, where the girls we were talking about where they see themselves, like the bigger vision for their lives, right? And it's so interesting. This is such an important piece of the work that I do with girls and young women, because so often girls will give up on themselves and they'll give up on their dreams. And it's because they don't believe in themselves. And so we did this exercise where it really, it enabled them. I won't get into like everything that we did, but like it really enabled them to like really step in to who they want to be and like act as if they're there right now. It's not like some future moment. It's not like 10 years down the line. They were acting as if they like have it right now. And what does it feel like? And what kind of emotions does it bring up? And all of that good, juicy stuff, right? And there was one girl, and it was incredible. There was one girl that that spoke up, and I was like holding back my tears as she was talking, because it was so beautiful what she was saying about her life and how she is taking the trauma that she has been through, and she's taking it and she wants to like help other girls and young women through trauma that they've been through as well. And I was just like sitting there witnessing all of this, like sharing the space and the energy with this girl. And I swear I was like holding back my tears, because it was the most beautiful thing to witness and be a part of, that this girl could take what she went through. I'm gonna try not to like cry, but it was so beautiful, and I'm going into ugly cry. Give me 1 second. It was so beautiful to witness this girl take what she has been through and say like, this is what she, like, this is like the blessing from it. This is what she is taking away from it. And this is how she's going to help other girls that are going through similar things that she went through. And it was like, it was so beautiful. And like, this is what more girls need. This is what more girls need, this space of vulnerability, to open up, to share, to be real and raw, and really go to the depths of where they need to be so they can have the kind of healing that they need. And for her to say that, like, she sees herself, you know, it's not just about her anymore. It's about the bigger picture and who she can like serve and who she can help. And I always saw this like for her, but it was amazing to hear that like she's seeing this for herself, and this is what she wants for her life. And I'm not going to go into like the specifics of what I'm talking about, because it is, you know, it's her story and I don't want to share that here, but it was absolutely beautiful. And I want to just ask you, like, how many of your daughters are suffering through trauma, are suffering through depression or major anxiety, and they're not able to see the bigger picture of it? And I think that's why I got emotional and I was like crying just now, because she was starting to see the bigger picture, that like she's not a victim to everything that's happened to her. And while everything she's been through has been very, very, very difficult, but she's seeing like the light at like the end of the tunnel. And like that is priceless. It's priceless. And so like at the end of the day, I go back to this inner work. Are you willing to invest in your daughter enough so she, like in a program, so she can do this inner work on herself? Whether it's Unstoppable You, which is starting back up in July, or whether it's Girl Tribe, which it's out right now. Your daughter can be in it like today if you want. But it comes down to like, what do you want for your daughter, right? Like, do you want her to be able to look at her life and start seeing the blessings, start seeing like, oh my God, yeah, I went through that. It was hard. That was some hard shit that I went through. But I came out on the other side. Or maybe you don't want your daughter to cuss and say shit, but whatever. But like, do you want your daughter to say, I came out on the other side? Look at me. I'm so strong. I can't believe that I was able to do that. But now I feel so empowered. I feel so confident. I feel so much better about myself. Is that what you want, moms, for your daughter? Because I'm telling you that the programs that I offer can help your daughter get there. But if you're not willing to invest in a program that literally, it costs $57 a month, which what does that come to? Like a meal, a couple trips to Starbucks? I mean, like, what is that? A pair of nice jeans? I mean, I think like majority of you moms can afford $57 a month and give your daughter this gift. Give your daughter the gift of the inner healing work that she is going to get by being a part of Girl Tribe or being a part of Unstoppable You, right? This is a gift. It really is for your daughter. And I just want, like, I'm coming on here because I want you to take this for your daughter. I want your daughter to be able to do this work on herself. And this isn't the work that she's going to get in therapy. This isn't the work that she's going to get with a psychologist. This isn't the work that she's going to get by being on a drug. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't happen that way. So I don't even know. Let me go to the comments right now. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Nikki, Casey, she is so right. The girls in Unstoppable You talk often and it has helped them so much. Yes, Nikki, thank you. I don't know if you're still here, but Nikki's daughter is in or was in Unstoppable You. It just ended tonight. So I guess I have to say was instead of is. And then Casey, I feel like this would be so much better than counseling, which hasn't worked. Yes, exactly, Casey. But not sure if my daughter would participate, read, make the changes. So yes, Casey, I don't know if you're still here, but for your daughter, I mean, she has to be willing and ready to do this. But here's the thing, you know, for Girl Tribe, which is only like $57 a month if you sign up this month. I mean, that's not a huge investment. So if your daughter is like on the fence, why not just get her in here in Girl Tribe and let her have the experience and let her see what it's like? You know, if 3 months later, if she's just like checked out, if she doesn't want to do it, then what have you spent? What's 57 times 3? Okay, that's what you have spent. But wouldn't it be worth it to like give this to your daughter just to see? Because, I mean, you're totally right. Your daughter has to be wanting this. Your daughter has to be, you know, ready for something like this. But also, I mean, I want to be also very clear, like your daughter doesn't have to be 100% in, okay? A lot of the girls that I work with privately don't come in like 100% being like, rah, rah, I'm so excited. I'm going to get this coaching. Some girls are like that. But some girls are kind of like, well, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. I'll give it a try. We'll see. My mom is encouraging me to do this. Let's see. So some girls are like that. Even in Unstoppable You, because at the very beginning of Unstoppable You, I asked the girls, I said, you know, like I asked them, like, what brought you girls in here? And, you know, a lot of them said, well, my mom really wanted me to do this, but like, that's cool. I don't really care what the reason is that they are in Unstoppable You. The whole point was they're there, right? So once they're in, that's when we do the work. So the reason that they're coming in is not as important as they're here now. Let's go to town. Let's do this. Let's get them to start loving themselves. Let's get them to start feeling good in their lives. Like, that's what it's all about. So, you know, if your daughter is on the fence, I still think, you know, like Girl Tribe, just getting her in and having her just have this experience with me, being coached by me, doing the other things would be super, super positive and would really change her life. And at the end of the day, if she's just not ready, then you haven't invested so much money. I mean, we're talking about $57 a month. So I'm just super excited about this. I really want all of you moms to take a hard look at where your daughter is right now in her life and what are you settling for? Or if you're doing the same thing, one of my girls that she was in Unstoppable You and she's also a private client of mine. She said this to me on like, I think like a week ago. She said, and I love this quote. She didn't make it up, but I don't know if it's Einstein's quote or something like that. But she said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So exactly what she said is exactly true. So for you moms, I mean, really take that quote to mean something, because if you continue to do the same things for your daughter that have proven not to work, not to help, you're doing the counseling, let's say it's not working, the therapy, it's not working, the medication, it's not working. So do you just continue doing the same thing? Okay, it's not working. Let's just do it for another year and see if it changes. That won't do anything, okay? You're just gonna get either more of the same, or a year from now, it's gonna get 10 times worse because you weren't able to give her like the proper help that she needed a year before. Or you can say, you know what? We've tried X, Y, and Z. We've tried therapy. We've tried medication, and we're doing all of these things that we think are supposed to be helping, and they're not. It's not helping at all. So, let me do something different. So that's why I came out with Girl Tribe. I mean, so many of you moms are the reason why I even came out with Girl Tribe, because I really listened to all of you say, so many of you said, I can't afford Unstoppable You. It's too much money, this or that or whatever, which I personally, it's worth way more than what I charged for Unstoppable You. But everyone has a different story and where they're at, right? But I listened to all of you, and I was like, at the end of the day, I want to help as many girls as I possibly can. Like, that's my mission in this world. Like, that's why I'm here. That's what I'm here to do. And so it just didn't seem right to only have like private coaching and Unstoppable You, because I'm not able to work with quite as many girls by only doing those things. And so that's why I was like, you know what? I want to do a membership community. I want to do an amazing membership community and really have so many girls come together and have it at a really, really low price point. So again, like, if you haven't seen the information, the price right now is $57 a month for it's a 3-month commitment if you sign up in the month of May. If you wait till June, the price goes up. June and later, the price goes up to $97 a month, and that's the pricing that it will stay at. So if your daughter signs up this month, and let's say she stays in Girl Tribe for 6 months, okay? So you will be locked in at that price of $57, okay? If your daughter signs up June 2nd, she'll be at $97. You'll be paying $97 a month, and that's the price moving, beyond that. So it's like almost double. So if this is something that's like speaking to you, I don't know why you would, don't wait to pay $97. I mean, that's ridiculous. Just like sign up for the month of May, and then you won't have to pay almost double. So let's see. Let me see if there's any other questions. Oh, these questions, let's see. Casey, I just need you to convince her to be willing to try. Well, that's what I do. You are such a motivating speaker. Oh, Casey, you're going to make me cry now. Thank you, Casey. If you're still here, thank you so much. I'm actually, I've shared this before, but I do want to go into schools. And actually, I don't even know if I've shared this with you moms, but so I am going to London next month. It is a vacation, but I wanted to combine it with a little bit of the work that I do. And so I have a friend, I know someone basically who is a vice principal at a school out there. And I messaged him, and long story short, I'm actually going to be going into this school in London and doing 2 workshops for girls. I think we're doing girls that are, what are the age ranges? I think we're doing like 15-year-old girls. And I think another workshop will be for, I think, 18-year-old girls. But I'm super excited about that. Like, I don't know, it just seems so unreal that like I can do this work in the States, but then I could go on vacation in London and go to a school in London and be able to do this work. It's like, that's crazy. I mean, crazy exciting, but I'm just super pumped about it. And this is what it means when like all of your dreams start coming true and believing in yourself. And this is what we were talking about with the girls in Unstoppable You tonight. And I was telling them, like, the only person that stands in your way from achieving your dreams and doing everything that you want to do is you. It's not anyone else. It's your belief in yourself. And that is so important, because it's very easy for girls to give up on themselves, right? Not just girls, like people in general, right? So it's like, it's crazy that I am like living my dreams and I'm making things happen, and I'm not scared by like doing these things. I'm kind of just like all in, and that's incredible, because this is not who I used to be at all. You know, I was completely different in the past. So I'm gonna wrap this up. If anyone has any other questions, please, even if you're watching the replay and you have questions about Girl Tribe, please like leave a comment below and I'll make sure to get back to you with that. But really just, you know, to wrap this all up, seriously, the inner work is the ticket. This is the way that your daughter starts feeling better about herself. I see so many posts that, you know, a lot of you moms are writing, and there's a lot of heavy stuff that's going on with your daughters, and I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. I mean, it's really like deep, heavy stuff, right? So you can do the same things that you've always been doing, but don't expect like different results if it's proven not to work before, right? You've got to do something new. And I teach something new. I teach a lot of like unconventional things that are not taught in therapy. It's just not. So I'm just super pumped about all of the offerings and all of the programs that I have, so I can just work with more and more girls and young women. Again, if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'm just sending you all so much love. I hope to see so many of your girls in Girl Tribe. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, have a wonderful night or morning wherever you happen to be in the world. Mwah! Bye for now.